what is required for a contract to be considered valid under Mississippi law? A. Offer, acceptance, and consideration. B. Written form only. C. Notarization by a licensed attorney. D. Performance before acceptance. 2. Under Mississippi law, which of the following is a valid defense to a breach of contract claim? A. Mutual mistake. B. Negligence. C. Self-defense. D. Statute of limitations does not apply. 3. What standard must a plaintiff prove to establish negligence in Mississippi? A. Strict liability. B. Preponderance of the evidence. C. Beyond a reasonable doubt. D. Clear and convincing evidence. 4. Which of the following amendments is primarily concerned with the protection against unreasonable searches and seizures? A. First Amendment. B. Fourth Amendment. C. Fifth Amendment. D. Sixth Amendment. 5. In Mississippi, what is the statute of limitations for a personal injury claim? A. 1 year. B. 2 years. C. 3 years. D. 5 years. 6. Which party bears the burden of proof in a civil trial in Mississippi? A. Defendant. B. Plaintiff. C. Judge. D. Jury. 7. What type of damages are intended to punish the defendant and deter future wrongdoing? A. Compensatory damages. B. Nominal damages. C. Punitive damages. D. Liquidated damages. 8. Which Mississippi court is the highest appellate court for civil matters? A. Mississippi Supreme Court. B. Mississippi Court of Appeals. C. Circuit Court. D. Chancery Court. 9. Under Mississippi law, when can hearsay evidence be admissible in court? A. Never. B. When it falls under an established exception. C. Always, if offered by the plaintiff. D. Only in criminal cases. 10. What is required for a valid search warrant in Mississippi? A. Verbal authorization from a police officer. B. Probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. C. Consent of any party in the home. D. An emergency situation only. 11. Under Mississippi law, which of the following is a valid ground for divorce? A. Mutual agreement only. B. Adultery or habitual cruel treatment. C. Religious differences. D. Financial disagreements. 12. What is the standard for proving insanity as a defense in Mississippi criminal cases? A. Defendant did not know the nature and quality of the act or did not know it was wrong. B. Defendant was under 18 years old. C. Defendant was intoxicated. D. Defendant acted under duress. 13. Which of the following best describes residential ipsa loquitur? A. The thing speaks for itself, allowing inference of negligence. B. A contract clause limiting liability. C. A criminal defense based on mistake of fact. D. A rule excluding hearsay evidence. 14. When does the statute of frauds require a contract to be in writing under Mississippi law? A. Contracts for the sale of goods over $500. B. Any verbal agreement. C. Contracts that can be performed within 1 year. D. Contracts involving real estate. 15. What is the effect of an illegality on a contract under Mississippi law? A. The contract is void and unenforceable. B. The contract is enforceable by either party. C. Only damages can be recovered. D. The contract is valid but subject to government approval. 16. In Mississippi, which court handles probate matters? A. Circuit Court. B. Chancery Court. C. District Court. D. Magistrate Court. 17. What is the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine? A. Evidence obtained illegally is inadmissible. B. Evidence of fruit cultivation. C. Evidence that supports the defendant's claim. D. A rule about fruit sales contracts. 18. How is the jury selected in Mississippi civil trials? A. Random selection from the community with voir dire examination. B. Appointed by the judge. C. Selected only by the plaintiff. D. Selected from lawyers only. 19. Which constitutional amendment guarantees the right to a speedy and public trial? A. Fifth Amendment. B. Sixth Amendment. C. Seventh Amendment. D. Eighth Amendment. 20. Under Mississippi law, what is the legal effect of an offer? A. It creates a binding contract immediately. B. It invites acceptance and creates a power of acceptance. C. It is a demand for performance. D. It terminates the contract. 21. What is required for a valid will under Mississippi law? A. Written, signed by testator, and witnessed by two individuals. B. Oral declaration in front of family. C. Signed by a notary public only. D. Approval by probate court before death. 22. What is respondeat superior? A. Employer's liability for employees' acts within scope of employment. B. Strict liability for product defects. C. A criminal statute. D. A type of contract clause. 23. Which of the following is not an element of defamation under Mississippi law? A. False statement. B. Publication to a third party. C. Truthfulness of the statement. D. Injury to reputation. 24. When can a party amend their pleadings in Mississippi civil procedure? A. Only before trial begins. B. Any time with court permission or by right before trial. C. Never. D. Only after judgment. 25. What is the purpose of voir dire in Mississippi trials? A. To examine witnesses. B. To select impartial jurors. C. To present evidence. D. To hear closing arguments. Mississippi Bar Exam. The Mississippi Bar Exam is a comprehensive licensing examination administered by the Mississippi Board of Bar Admissions to evaluate whether candidates possess the knowledge and skills necessary to practice law in the state. The exam consists of the Uniform Bar Examination or UB, which includes the Multi-State Bar Examination or MB, the Multi-State Essay Examination or ME, and the Multi-State Performance Test or MPT. Mississippi also requires candidates to pass the Mississippi Law Component or MLC, an online, open-book test covering specific state laws. In addition, applicants must meet character and fitness requirements and pass the Multi-State Professional Responsibility Examination or MPRE. The exam is administered twice a year, in February and July, and successful completion is required for bar admission in Mississippi. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of MS bar exam. 1. Legal licensure. The primary purpose of the Mississippi bar exam is to grant licensure to practice law within the state. Passing the exam certifies that an individual possesses the required knowledge of state and federal laws. 2. Professional credibility. Successfully passing the MS bar exam demonstrates a lawyer's competence and builds credibility among peers, clients, and the legal system. 3. Career opportunities. Licensure opens doors to diverse legal roles, including positions in private firms, government agencies, and judiciary appointments. 4. Interstate practice. In conjunction with the UB if adopted, the MS bar exam facilitates mobility for lawyers seeking reciprocity or admission in other UB jurisdictions. 5. Public trust. Ensuring only qualified individuals enter the legal field helps maintain the integrity of the justice system and upholds public confidence in legal services.